Hey, listeners of my podcast. This is Noldalag. You're watching either Noldalag 2 on YouTube or you're listening live on Spotify. First thing, today's topic is gonna be if you haven't read the title or don't understand, it's just me gonna talk about my art background and me getting my vaccine. I know I probably never put a title about the vaccine. I just probably say, me getting my art. Yeah, probably I just because I've been trying to go to simpler titles. Should I just put art or art background? I'm not sure I can put anything. So unlike last week where I had nothing else to speak, I think since this week I had more like stuff to talk because I just got firstly within last week because I focused on Tuesday, which is usually that podcast is the podcast the day before ends because I'm having come back home late, so usually that's why I said it on Tuesday. If you never watched my intro yet, you should watch on YouTube or you already have downloaded it or listened it before, you should know already. So yeah, I already watched it. So yeah. So that's why I said essentially that's why it is to tell the week beforehand. So last week I just got my vaccine shot on Thursday. Yes, my Thursday I got my vaccine shot. And I also want to talk about since I had back to school already, then art is just became one of my straight away because I have exams, right? Yeah, I actually have to do art immediately for what my end of year, exactly. That's what it's called, the end of year exam. So essentially I'm doing that already, or weighted assessment 3 or WA3 for short. I'm not sure which one is because they put the dates. Wait, the both tests under that. I think we're doing WA3 first, as I say. So I have just then yesterday, is it? Yeah, yesterday, not yesterday, is it? Yes, yesterday. Yesterday I did art. That's why I came up with this idea, art background. Also, I started to put like a list of podcast ideas. So any ideas you send me, also probably can put in there. So I will never forget. So you tell me anytime on Twitter, I'll save it. Okay. So yeah, in case you think I will forget. So you can send anytime. I will just copy. You just need to tweet at me. Or go under a podcast video. If you're on Spotify, you need to go to my second channel on YouTube. Go send a comment to my previous podcast. I will check on the comments regularly because I don't check my comment too much. Because I don't really care about it because usually I check is my friend just annoying. Because it's very rare you guys like to talk. And I get it, it's like what is there to talk? It's perfect. There isn't really anything funny you usually say because I like cut those things out. That's why. Also on YouTube, hopefully you like the previous video. Actually, sorry for letting it come extra late than the one on Spotify. It took so long because the file keep getting corrupted. Sorry for that on YouTube. It's like the previous one, that video and everything just corrupts every fight, like every time. So I had to do 3 times of the same editing. Like I think I had the original file. It's just the editing file keep getting corrupted. The original files I did not delete, so I had it. So yeah, it's safe, and that's why I managed to upload it. If there's any issue, you can tell me, but that does not actually help me in any way because I can't change it anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about vaccine shots first since that is just recently, and then I try to talk about my art background because I've been saying usually, oh, I can probably do art, but I forget all my icons. But I never really tell you whether I'm good or what. I mean, I think I said once only I'm good, but you don't really know my skill. You never seen before. I never really. I only actually no. You guys only see one. Yeah, that's about it. That's in my Discord, by the way. Discord on YouTube. The link will be down in this description. On Spotify, you can actually go to my any of my socials, click the Discord link, and you can actually see my art. I'll post it there. If you can't see it, I no idea how you're not seeing it. You might need a refresh or something. Because it's posted by me, it's usually pinned or something. So yeah, those are like my art. If you want to see all my art, I actually can post that. That's why I have a channel, because I really want to show you guys. And sometimes I'm planning to do more of community art based, like draw art about you guys or my experience. Then you guys can really use it as wallpaper or whatever. And then there's a fan thing. So you guys really like, I don't have a Reddit or anything. I don't like to handle Reddits, and I do not know why I want a Reddit. So that's why I don't have a Reddit. If you guys really want, is Discord is more preferred, because I use Discord more than like Google and everything. Like that's true. So yeah, you can go to my Discord. If you want to show me fan art, you can send me there. Doesn't have to be good or anything. You won't be judged by me or anything. And who knows, if there's a lot of submissions of fans art, I may make a video of me reacting to it, and you guys might be like you guys may be shout out by me on my main channel, not my second channel. Because that's probably that's the best thing yet. So first, my vaccination. My vaccination, I only have my first dose this Thursday. Wait, no, last Thursday I had my first dose of vaccine. Uh, it was about, when I look at the time, how long it was from 8, no, not 8:30, was it? Or was it 9? I'm pretty sure 8:30 to 11. Yeah, that long. I know I didn't want to do that long. Oh no, I know no. At first I had, why does it take so long to poke one needle and come out? I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people, but you're just poking a needle. That's quick. So we took a very long time. Apparently, the place I went is actually my brother's school. I have no idea, because I told you, the things I was okay. Thank you for the follow. But the thing is, hi, welcome to the stream, and we're doing podcast. The thing is, I should mute alerts. Okay. I completely forget to mute alerts. Sorry about that, everyone. Okay, so the thing is, I don't really care about my brother's study. He doesn't want to tell me, then okay, I do not want to disturb him, so I let him, and I just didn't know. Also, by the way, on YouTube, I will probably try to do the time lapse theme if I ever want to do anymore, but probably it's very rare. You won't see, you still see this screen more often until I have more time to record video first. But it depends on the day. Okay, back to the topic. So apparently that was my brother's school. It took it's actually like, I think 10 or less minutes of me going to there, because my brother is actually in ITE. I'm not sure where other country has it. In general, it's just like uni, but before uni, you go to somewhere. Yeah, that place. So my brother is in ITs, and since you're leaving, I don't want to say anything. Okay, we go to the ITs. Actually, not that far, so we go there. Also, okay, now, so IT, go there, wait for a while, go through so many things, had to wait, and then as soon as about to, when we about I enter, I had to wait for a while, I guess. It's like, they scan you, see, confirm that you're a student. And also, mine is not by myself. I had to go to school since we did not register early enough for personal, and I also decided, you know what, yeah, if personal is probably gonna take longer or something, I'm okay with it. I don't anyway have a lot of time. It's not the best, so it's better for me just go with school. So yeah, I went with school. So we sit down with a lot of people in the hall, which was apparently supposed to be cold-ish. It was not that cold. Their door open, wide open, and it's two doors. So after my turn, they had to check stuff, see where anything before going for vaccine or whatever again. First, check. They had asked me to wait. Then, oh shit, how the hell would I know? I didn't even check it. The last time I checked was last year, and there's no joke. It's either very early in the month or last year, because I have not measured my weight at all. So they managed to get a thing, ask me all my questions and stuff. Then I go for a thing, thinking it's gonna be very long. So firstly, after the check, I have to wait about, they say 30 minutes at most of me getting my shot waiting. So yeah, I waited until my turn. That took very long. You wouldn't believe. Okay, after I said this, you wouldn't believe how long it took for the vaccine and how long it's gonna take for other things that's not really, that's literally boring. You're gonna see what I mean boring and stuff. Vaccine, okay, I go in there, and because I also have a like medication I actually take every weekday. It's to help me focus since I have a disorder of some sort, mental disorder, I would say. That is very hard. I'm fidgety as always. Even when I'm playing, I just like to shake my leg. So yeah, that's only that's why I had this medicine. If you guys are very smart, you can figure out the disorder, mental disorder I have. Good for you, but I also have another one. Yeah, I'm a special boy. Anyone respect it, but I'm okay with it. Okay, so I tell the medicine to this, I say probably younger-ish. Doesn't really look like teacher also. So like probably like those prefects or school leaders. So I think I'm pretty sure it's that, or it's a young teacher. I'm not sure. If it's a young teacher, sorry for offending you. But if not, okay. So they like, oh, they asked me the question again. What they did not prepare for us. Like, oh, look, the person behind me got the vaccine shot so quick they go away. So I was like, okay, wow, that could be quick. I told them my medicine. They said, oh, which shot? Is it how to spell? No, not how to spell. How to pronounce? I say it again. They, oh, okay, no idea. So they go take their phone. They show me and say, yes, that. And then they go somewhere. I have no idea why. I think to check whether it has anything, because I have no idea whether any effects related to this chemical that can hurt the vaccine. So they all figure out already. I mean, you already go Google, come on, just look it up. It's right there, the answer is there. Unless it's not there, then yes. Sorry, but Google pretty sure has everything. You want the chemicals, just click the wiki thing. You see the chemicals used in this. So yeah, they give me a vaccine shot. I thought they're gonna give me like, usually like if you take a shot, right, usually they give you a thing to numb the pain, like usually a liquid that tastes horrible, or a, like, I want to go medical term and call it drugs, but technically we call it medications somewhat. So yeah, usually that's the case. No, they just, all they did is uh they just clean it with the antiseptic or whatever stuff, and then inject me straight away. Like, wait, what? There's no numb stuff. Wait, what? You're joking. Like, that's the first time I have an injection or anything with no numbness thing. They just inject straight away. Like, but I mean, it's not that painful. You're only like just inject a bit and then come out. It's very quick. It's not painful in any way. It does not harm me anyway. Then afterwards, yeah, I have to go and sit down for about 30 minutes or so on waiting to get my name called, to confirm everything, what I'm not supposed to do, when's my next day and everything. Yeah, I had to wait in 30 minutes in that place. And then afterwards, once I get called, and also right, other schools there, they had their phone. When I brought my phone, all I brought was a water bottle, uh, and whatever I needed. So I literally was there sitting for about 30 minutes doing nothing. If it's not 30 minutes, okay. I still wait until you hear the other part. After I'm done, I have to sit in another place for the rest of the minutes until my whole school is done, and once the bus come. So yeah, I said at first 30 minutes that ish, and others 30 minutes. It's confirmed to in total have 60 minutes, which you can go as 1 hour or more. So I have 1 hour of me sitting in a chair in a slightly cold hall. Yeah, I thought it's gonna be other things. No, it's just me sitting there. You joking? Like, oh, bro, why must I sit in a cold room, bored, very bored for 1 hour? That's just annoying. But it's okay. It's the routine. Oh, I should have brought stuff to at least entertain me or some shit. Because I need stuff to fidget, as I said in it previously. Because I'm bored. I'm bored like hell. I can't think of anything. I'm just dying inside. So afterwards, okay. Later in the day of my shot, my arm get numb as usually do. I have no idea why the effect took way too long. It's essentially, I'm pretty sure what it does is weaken your body part where they inject you, so the white blood cells does not try to attack this vaccine, which because it's unknown chemical ish, they will just try to attack immediately. But this was like sleep paralyze them, and so then you can heal, and then the thing will go back. And it took like 2 days. Yeah, I could not do a lot of stuff in 2 days because my hand was just dead. I was like, oh gosh, fuck. And then yeah, that's about it for vaccine. Now let's talk about the second story. Hopefully this does not drag 40 because 40 is a rare occasion. Imagine my podcast got ads. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna drag this like podcast series things. I also had planned for another podcast in case I want to end this. Like actually may work because I have actually a group of friends that are friends, yeah. I have not seen them alone, but we really like to communicate a lot. I'm planning to probably like make a podcast with them. Who knows? Because like talking with other people is always better than me doing my own podcast talking about my life. It's one of the best, yeah, yeah, personal, but it's also not the greatest. Probably I can do this in another podcast. And I need, but the thing is, I pretty sure I want to have like episodes on Spotify, only Spotify instead of YouTube, because this is really based on YouTube more likely. Although yeah, Spotify, I need to delete previous podcasts. That's the only annoying thing. So okay, my art background. This is going to be a big story. So sit on your whatever like the place comfort or you eating or anything. Sit, tugging, get a snack or something. It's gonna be a long, nice story ish. Actually, been thinking about this because I mean, it's okay. It's not dangerous to me or anything. I can probably tell my story. It's actually a very interesting-ish story. So, my art background is very interesting. I actually did art at a very, very young age that I have no idea. Technically, I was in a kindergarten. My first art was coloring, as always, and it was during the moment that I realized I was talented in art was when I did a drawing thing, a coloring competition where I'm pretty sure it was like I was kindergarten one or something. I'm not sure. I was one of the youngest batch of so many tiers. Other like kindergarten 2 or 3, right? I also invited into this. It was like science looking stuff, and then it was like a competition across any other kindergarten. Apparently, I got third place. Yeah, I'm very young, not very broad art background at first. Still, and I'm one of the youngest within the what we first place and second place. Then what kindergarten 3 or something. I'm kindergarten 1. Beat many people with coloring. I realized, yeah, it looks very nice. And I was also because the other school, right? I was actually the best in that kindergarten himself. So I realized, oh, shit, I have actually good potential in art. And that was no joke. It was true. Like, that was where it started. And I still remember the day. I do not remember how I color it. But I just know it's a masterpiece. Do not need to see. Just remember it's a masterpiece. I think my mother have a photo of it like somewhere. I just no idea. I was like shocked. Like, that is actually one of the best early memories I have. So then, after a while, one of the time I think I was primary school. If I'm not sure where other people have that. If I know in US they call it grade 1, mine is primary 1. That's how we call it. We call it, instead of grade, we call it primary. If you go to the next part, it's until primary 1 to primary 6, and then you go secondary 1 to sec 4 or sec 5 or secondary 4 or 5, like in order, right? And then you go either poly or ITE, or I have no idea what else. JC, I think is one of them. I'm not sure. It's the other part I'm not really looking forward to yet. I have to handle this situation or this stuff usually. That's how I manage because I'm not very good at handling a lot of stress. So uh Essentially, what I did is I have no idea how to explain this. I'm thinking how I want to say this. Yeah, the next thing I did for art is in primary one, I saw one time I came back home. As soon as I came back home, I saw one thing on one of the first day that actually inspired me. My father and my brother at that time, since my brother somewhat have holiday or something, I'm not sure. School holiday, I'm not sure. Okay. I think it was a weekend actually. Yeah. And art wasn't a thing back then yet. It wasn't that early. You had to handle English and math. That's about it. And then other subject will come later. In primary school, you only do English, math, science in the later day, like primary three onwards. So it's in the primary one to primary two, you learn English, math, then you learn music. Dance was a thing, now it's not. I was very sad that it got removed, but dance was one. Uh, art and yeah, that's about it. Okay, so on the weekend I came back. What is it's either primary one or very back like kindergarten still. Because what I remember is I still remember. I'm not sure where this painting go, but essentially my father and my brother paint a giant portrait of like a nice dark view of a bright moon and everything. It was so nice to look at that like I would really want to learn how to do art that well. It inspired me. Like I have good talent, but I don't put it in good use. So that's what I did. Like then I did well for. Then I keep practicing drawing better, drawing and stuff during my primary one. Like there's no joke. I actually did that. I was getting quite good, essentially. I keep doing it until like I try to practice most of the time. And when I came for primary one finally, instead of just English and math, and then go home, and then sometimes music will come in. Yeah. So like art is like late and music is the later time. It's like I think semester two onwards then you start. So yeah, first semester of me in primary one. Or just English and math. Yeah, I'm not sure whether it's in America or Europe state stuff or any other Asia country. Is it just my country specifically? I'm not sure. So yeah, when I try to draw. Would you not believe me? I was also one of the best drawers in the class. Like everyone praised me of how good my drawing is. And up to this day I still would like to carry that trend. The easiest time for me that time was horror-ish. I like to draw horror. But also I also went to like student care because my parents were never at home. Parents could not trust my brother since he's still also young and he's also go to student care. So no one at home. You can't just send a primary one kid to home and just let pretend they're gonna be alive in by the day or gonna be behave. It's impossible if both are there. So I have to go to student care. That's optional no matter what. And not optional, compulsory for me. So uh my brother also like to draw. I'm pretty sure he still like to draw, but so he usually like draw stuff and sometimes he make games out of it. Because yeah, that's how you pass time in the student care. No one likes, and the student care is like study-ish mix. You can't really do your schoolwork, but you were like I think somewhat allowed. We had I think a permission or something to do stuff because I think my mother or someone paid more or something. I'm not sure. Okay, I just know I can skip my tongue that and I still do because that's the best thing. So what I at first did was I see my brother. I really got inspired. Try drawing. That's actually the first time I draw. Quite decent. That's when I practice my drawing a lot. Trying to draw good stuff. Get inspiration from TV shows or movie. Keep drawing. And I figure I really like just drawing monsters. It's simple. It doesn't have to be specific. Essentially, you can do whatever you really want. You think of a weird stuff. It can be a monster, but I mean, yeah, you can fairy tale or whatever. It can, but fairy tale was like oblivious to me. It was just monsters, like, and then I turned that into horror in later thing. But I'll come back come to that topic later first. So I practiced it when art came for the second semester. I was drawing quite well. It was a simple-ish art. It was just drawing and then coloring, and then most of the time it's learning art stuff. I'm pretty sure arts. No, it's art. Yeah, I'm pretty sure art is teaching time. They will teach you how to do stuff. I have no idea why this is happening. Wrong. Okay, so essentially, I want to hide a message. Okay, I got an off chat box, so I don't know what to do. So essentially, what I did was, uh, like draw. Then all people praise me. I was learning a lot. It was like I think those dots I've was like or something we were learning primary one. And then primary two was a bit more. I also found a friend that essentially also at the time since I'm not really doing any math now. uh I have more time to practice my art, so that's where I started primary two the same thing again. But since there's also slightly more stuff, I also more experienced ish. I started drawing horror, somewhat horror related, but I was still not into horror. Then like this guy I met, it's not met that early, it's not that early, yeah. And I keep practicing, got good ish. uh go primary three is when stuff really started happening. I was really more experienced now in art and everything, more familiarized and everything. So we there was also now no dance. I'm pretty sure because it got removed. I'm not sure. I do not remember. It's either have or do not have. So it was mostly simple stuff. Art you learn now more like because for something I forget. It was just more art style and like learning all that. Practice my drawing. Started drawing horror that time. Yeah, more horror related. I mean, for my whole primary school, I was drawing more horror stuff related because it's easy. And primary four, same thing as primary three ish. Keep practicing. Was it primary? Wait. Yeah, ish. Primary five is when my art started kicking back a lot. Uh, I came into a class as for some reason. Okay, I want to tell you this because I probably can tell you in detail in another podcast. Actually, wait, let me write that down quick first. Okay, essentially, in primary four, I had a guy, a friend. Apparently, I actually knew this guy for a while, but not that well. Wait, let me time this. Sorry for pausing while I really save this. I just thought of it. So essentially, what I did was, uh, since I was in a class, with I don't want to actually say this thing. Okay, I say. Apparently, my primary school for every single class was in D. It was not a bad class. It was like the normal one. It's not the smartest, not the dumbest. It was the essentially like secondary normal academic, not normal technical, not normal and express. It is okay, and it doesn't really matter. It's just the like the higher class, right? It's just faster. That's it. You're teaching the same thing. But the bottom one is just slightly slower. That's always been the case. That's how they roll. So for me, I was quite good. I was doing quite well and stuff. I was in a class with a guy that actually was into art also. He was actually very talented. He was in art club. I was not. I was in soccer. Yeah, I was a guy who liked sports. And then in secondary, I actually choose chill now. I like chill, not run. Because it's not that fun-ish. I mean, it's fun, but it's not that fun. I'll tell you past those stories another time, another podcast, probably next week. So, I was in his class. Yeah. Uh, when we go out, we were also sitting near each other. So what he actually showed me was firstly he did like origami so much And so he showed me a lot. And primary 5 I also started to go counseling because I needed to cater my stress and stuff. And since also mental illness and stuff, it would be the best. Actually, it was the best. My parents did not know, but they don't really need to know. It's just to help me. It's my need. Not they don't really need to know. Oh, it's a 30 minute. Oh yeah, this is gonna be longer by the way. So my so this guy like origami, yeah. Apparently he's also somewhat naughty. Yes, some people already hate him or something, but I'm okay with him. He's a chill guy. So he teach me origami a bit. I try to learn origami so we can be more close because he really want to teach me and stuff. Like we were probably the close. He was one of my best friends in that class. So after me learning origami, he actually I draw sometimes and he realized, oh yeah, you're good at art. Why don't you help me draw some uh fake cards essentially? Yeah, he just like to draw, right? So he draw cards with guns essentially. He asked me to help him because then I helped him just draw some stuff. And around the time it was actually primary 4 I was oh no wait, back to primary 1. I actually also had a friend that was actually going art. He's actually still my friend right now. The other friend in primary 5, I don't have contacts and stuff. I'm very sad. But it's okay. I pretty sure he didn't have phone at the time, so I did not have phone. Okay, so it's okay. But we were friends. We didn't care really a lot. We helped in primary 1. We actually helped a lot ish. Okay, back to uh primary 5. Yeah, primary 5. Then he teach me. Then he asked me draw. He really liked my art, so we keep doing art together. We drew stuff. I would then also during like primary 4 and primary 5 era ish. I call it era, but yeah, that's what we usually call. I would draw like just a paper, have a blank paper, and just draw whatever I like. My must like also because I follow my brother's steps that draw games using characters and design. And some of them were advanced of my brother like arts, like he draws something and I just made it better. And then usually I get inspiration from my brother how to do stuff that's like he knows he just didn't care. And I know he knows that's why I did not care. But most of it were my art, so yeah, he we draw a lot of stuff. Then art class when we also learn other stuff. Uh since I'm in a new class, okay, I then draw stuff. Apparently everyone in that class, I mean yeah, primary 3 onwards, everyone sometimes keeps saying I'm one of the best person who can do art in that class. Well, I knew I was not the greatest. And primary 5 when I was start actually doing very well. Because also primary 5 I think I did one of my memorable work. I've been paper just drawn of all my characters I made, and sometimes some of them I rendered, and it was so nice that my friends just like it so much. And then at the time also I quit the old student care and joined a new one. And my brother's now I think in secondary already. So yeah. But I still had to stay in this. It's better for me. Uh I did out of a lot of it, right? Most of the time, so I really had a nice masterpiece of game characters long time. And then also since my one of my friend, right? Remember I told you guys, so that's how my primary 5 most of the time goes. It's just doing most of that. I think no, it's primary 4. I also did one of this. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's very mixed. As primary 4 and 5. I do not remember the well. Okay, it's a long time to me. It's not some of them are not great memories. Some of them are fantastic memories, but I can't remember days and stuff. So fucking us. Okay, I try not to swear in the podcast more often. Don't ask me, okay? So, he would essentially just like uh teach me to draw. Okay, then I'll go to the new stone can. Then one of my friends actually joined the stone can. Remember the primary 1 friend? Yeah, apparently he was actually also in my CCA. We just talked about we were not in the same class anymore. So when we came back the same stone care, he actually stayed for a very long time until he left. I think actually he left on primary 5 or primary no, he left on primary 6. Yes, I remember. So primary 5, I'm pretty sure. he will like he draw a FNAF rip-off of him because he just wanted a friend. Then I realized, oh yeah, he's also like I think that was a trend at the time where if you are good, I just make a game. But one of my primary five friends cut game. One of my friends of FNAF game. One of my my bro I have no idea what game. But essentially I think that's how if you go I just draw a game and you'll be famous. Don't ask me. Essentially that's how he went. Yeah. I mean yes, there was some good experience in it, but mainly that's how stuff happened. I mean there are some stuff that I know that not a lot of people know and actually sprite where that's not related to me is like related to my brother. He actually have good stuff happen to him and stuff. Which I'm okay, but I'm gonna tell my story, not his. He wanna tell his story, he can tell in his stream or whatever, but he rarely streams. So yeah. It's talking about me, the subject is me. I mean there's not really anything. I anyway do not remember a lot of stuff really. It's a very long time ago. So Premi 5, he did it, so he's like, oh I realized, oh why don't I help him? Since he know that I'm good, I know he's good. Then it's like, why don't I help you? Then he said, yeah, okay. Then we did that game FNAF ripoff. He actually did like camera, scuff camera and stuff. I helped him a lot, make my own character essentially. Oh god, error, Jesus Christ. There's an error in my stream, sorry stream, but recording hopefully is still stable. So we essentially did this might actually go over 40 minutes, sorry. Essentially I helped him, but then after I think of 1 month, the teacher got mad that he was drawing in class, so he threw. That was on him, I blame it on him, but it's okay, yeah. Art is editing at the time. Okay, there's really nothing to do with that. Yeah, science, art, and science, English, and math, like those were 3 subjects, and it was just boring. Like, oh, where's the fun? Where's the other subjects? Like those other subjects now, since I'm secondary, actually just make things more better. Feels more better than just 3 basic subjects. Learn that for like 6 years of your life. Like, I was like, what? But it was, yeah. You need to focus in class still to get better grades to go secondary school. So yeah, I get it. So like, oh shit. Then he decided make another game. He decided make a rip-off of Roblox. Yeah, that's no joke. So like, oh, like he asked some friends, oh yeah, make accounts, okay, with a process in the books, and then you can all make games. I'm pretty sure you can't really make account. No, yeah, you can make accounts and make games. Then like, since in like I had him in the previous game, then he decided, yeah, why don't you help me with this project also? And it was not a big, but it could have been successful ish. So what happened was I helped him draw create. He didn't just copy the game essentially from Roblox and just make his own stuff, but I created original games because I was not a Roblox player at the time. I knew the game existed, just did not care about it. So my original games, and people like it, concept and stuff, fun. Then after all, I think primary 6, I got addicted to card games more than drawing. My friend left, so but I still did art most of the time. When I think in primary 5 once, also I have to paint the wall, but then school actually say that's horrendous, so they paint it back. So I don't know, that's fucking waste of time. That was a waste of time because I actually spent nearly an hour plus on painting and smelling kerosene or whatever there is on paint. I'm not sure. Yeah, I was like in the student care, the new student care. I was actually known to be one of the best artists there. Like no one doubted me. Like, oh yeah, people can draw well. But when they look at my eye, like, oh, praise you. And then primary 5 also. Then my teacher essentially that actually, because there's in this student care, essentially there will be a teacher in charge of like the primary level. It's like, oh, primary one, this teacher take in charge. So my teacher that stayed with me, like, and then some of the teacher will take 2 levels or 3. No, it's usually 2, yeah. So this teacher, I don't name it. She actually liked my art. She liked how I draw and stuff. And then we were playing a game called Wolf Game, or like the Mafia. Is actually the original thing, but change the names does not matter. Is so she decided, you know what? Yeah, let me make proper cards and stuff. Can you draw the stuff? I drew for her. It was so nice. It was like I still remember how it looks, but then she like I think lost it or forget about it, and had no time to like print it. Like, I always like ask her like, oh, when is it done? Then she said, oh no, then she's still using the scuff cards. Like, oh, but essentially since if everyone finished their homework and stuff, if you never finish homework, it's okay. Essentially, you could have played this card game for like actually how long is this? You could have played this card game, right? Mafia ish. It's not really a card game, it's just like Mafia but you use cards more. And since like instead of getting bored, we just play this and it was just a lot of fun. It was hopefully it's still going on in the Stone Care because that is actually what makes the most fun in there. Also, I'm pretty sure that teacher got married last year or this year, I forget. If she already got married, congrats. Sorry for if I'm saying lately. She actually wanted to attend her wedding for being one of the best students in there because I help her a lot. So, yeah, I came out arts and stuff. I drew more stuff, and then when all these activities during holidays, usually I send student care since there's nothing to do at home. And they ask like art stuff. I would like to draw horror stuff since they are one of the easiest and more creative. People say, the teacher say, "Oh, stop! Please stop doing this. I know you're good at it. Yeah, it's very nice, but there's very young kids here. Stop drawing." I was thinking to myself, but the thing, do they even know what it is? At the age, I really know what's fully art. I just draw stuff. Makes sense to me. Yay, happy. So like, I mean, yeah, I was trying to minimize it, but I really, when it comes to it, I just do amazing art. Like my art has progressively get better over the every single month, every single year. So like, oh, okay, I do that like, okay, primary six. Then I also do the same thing, help me do some art, remember some stuff, and just have fun. Create some stuff, and then essentially when I go to secondary school, the first art project. Okay, now it's very recent, last year only. First art project, very scuff, very simple. The first art project was the one that you see on my Discord. So yes, the thing where you are supposed to take a picture of something and just do, and then use a app called Deep Art Effects. I use that and it looks amazing. And that's when my class noticed, oh yeah, you're good. And then you also had no, the first one was you drawing random path and hope that it makes sense to you, like draw random things. So like I don't have my I can't really show you guys on okay. Essentially the first ad was me just draw random stuff, right? So yeah, I draw something very nice. I created something very nice. Okay, the next time. Okay, do it again. Created like is more of, oh yeah, use more of those effects like melt effects, burn effect. Nice. And then my class I realized, oh, yeah, I think you're very talented in art. Then also in my tongue, I will usually sit down and just draw. And people will just praise me for how good it is. I mean, I'm still getting praise of how good my art is, and and I know why, because my art skills. I thank my creativity most of the time, but it's actually good. So I'll draw. Then the controllers looking at was, I think, one of the last ish. No, yeah, it was. Then after me drawing a lot of that, it was that one. Then it was more of the next one was where you view is like it zooms into like a horizon. I did that very well. Also did more art, look very nice. And then this year I did first art, since first it was like HBO and stuff or e-learning, and then first art actual art hands-on art project was what was the first art project? I can't remember. Yeah, okay, skip that first art project for secondary one. Secondary two. Second art project was it's like changing an object into a certain thing. I forget what is it called. It's just a long giant weird name. I don't even know. So essentially what I did was it was I like supposed to plan on this paper and then do on the real one, but I did so well detailed. I realized, so, and why the hell do I want to draw this orange? It looks better like this. So essentially that's why I did. Just did full detail on it. That it was so nice that the school just placed it on display. The teacher was like, "Wow, I want to see more of your artwork," because I think that's actually my first one. Yeah, that's essentially the first one. She actually liked it. Since this is also recent, right? It's not that far off. Second one was essentially for my mid-year exam paper. I did not submit in time because there was so much work to do. Essentially, it was just a masterpiece, and now I'm on a. It was like something about poetry mixed into this. So what I did was a person crying. Is essentially the poetry was missing. So what I did was wrote missing or gone, and then had a nice crying uh sad face with two emotion, put a stone and put a brick to separate places, and the stone showed a person gone, essentially like dead, and one missing, being kidnapped. Yeah, it was so nice, but I did not submit. I probably could have got A1 for art, but it was on me. I did a hard project, and I knew it from the start as soon as I planned. Like, oh, I planned a hard art project. How am I going to finish it on time? It was a mega project that I can't do. Also, by the way, if you see my orange art, right? Also, by the way, what I did for the orange art is a Pac-Man. Oh, I forgot one thing. Also, during my primary school era, also my father noticed I am good at art, so he teach me to paint. That's when I did painting also, then I draw and stuff also. I forgot to include that. I want to say that. Okay, then back to the topic. It was a Pac-Man, and if you actually in my school, if you see a orange that turn Pac-Man, right, that's somewhat open and stuff, it's like mixed with horror because I like horror-ish, but I made a Pac-Man kind of open up and then goes inside scare like, oh, why you eat me and stuff. But I also make teeth just to make it look nicer than just a plain orange. To make it look more like a Pac-Man, you can notice. And then made some nice things. It took very long. I actually have if you know, if you're in my school, right, trying to find this detail. In the bottom, I actually have put. I think it's not I'm in the bottom, but if you listening and then you know you have the whole of the eye, right, just look at the bottom where I actually have put a secret thing there. I actually put my name, not Gerald, Noldalag. I actually put it in the weird symbol as microchips. Yeah, that took way too long. It's so hard to make it easy, and it's actually nice. It just gives that tiny detail. Not then the third one, yeah, I already say it's very clean. I was not sure I should do colors and stuff. Clean. Okay. Now I'm on I think my third art, which I'm on it, and it's the third art of the year, and it's nice. I can't wait to show you guys. It's essentially what we're supposed to do is draw whatever you want and paste. I already got a plan, and it's goddamn nice. I can't wait. I actually spent 3 hours on this yesterday. It was hands on, but that's why I'm doing. I look back at my art. Now I look back at my like. I'm surprised I've gone this far for art. I can draw so detailed and stuff. And then since now I got an iPad, I can plan so well. I can draw something so nice. I'm surprised what my future can be. Okay, guys, thank you for. Sorry for making this nearly 50 minutes of podcast. I probably want to change it to now up to 50 minutes because I realize some podcasts do that. So then I realized, you know what? As a podcast, you should enjoy yourself. Not supposed to be quick. You're supposed to be enjoying yourself. So thank you guys for listening to this podcast. thank you guys for coming today. I think for YouTube to I would not put the outro like last time. I think I want to relax a bit and not put it. But since this is really a lot of footage, I think I won't do it. I don't want to show you that much stuff. I just want to do a simple stuff and upload both instantly. So guys, thank you guys for coming. If you're listening live on Spotify or YouTube, I'll probably be streaming for a few more minutes or so. Guys, I'm streaming on Twitch for right now still. You can go subscribe to my second channel if you haven't to, subscribe to my main channel if you haven't to, follow my podcast and download the podcast if you haven't to. If you like it, like this video on YouTube, drop a like and share it with your friends. You can drop a comment and tell me what any podcast ideas I should do. Reaction is considered for me a podcast, but that won't be on Spotify, but it will be on YouTube. So, guys, thank you guys for coming to this podcast. It's a 50 minutes one. Sorry for being so long. It's nearly 51 minutes. I talk for a lot of stuff. Yeah, my art background is so big. I appreciate more stuff. I just can't remember. It's just so nice. I can't like my art is just digital. Everything is just I praise my creativity for doing so well. Now I can draw so nice. But one thing I still like to do is like the blood melt, either blood or melt. It's just so nice looking. So thank you guys. If you guys want to see my previous like the one controller, can go on my Discord. If you do not see, you can. I'll try and do it, like pin it or something. I'm not sure because I'm still new in Discord. Okay, guys, thank you guys. Okay, sorry for saying this 3 times already. Thank you guys for coming and listening to my podcast. Remember, just live your life, and I'll see you guys next week or in the next podcast. Happy listening to my podcast. Peace.